I am at Banmaka Nature Lodge, just outside Gengrajan National Park, and I've come across this termite mound and was fascinated to see it was being raided by black ants. As you just saw, the ant seemed to burrow into the soft, newly excavated parts of this mound. It grabbed a termite and rushed back to the ant nest with it. Here on the top, where I assume the mound is being enlarged, you can see mature termite soldiers with the yellow-orange heads and mandibles that can inflict an effective bite. And the ant appears to be avoiding these ones. Just inside the mound are all the white workers, which the ants appear to be targeting. Got one. And as you can see, this one doesn't have the orange head, so it is either a worker or perhaps an immature individual. It immediately carries it back to the nest. There are many species of ant that specialize in predating on termites. In the past, termites were sometimes called white ants, but they are not ants at all, and are more closely related to cockroaches, especially wood cockroaches. As a result of their successful communal living, ants and termites are abundant. They constitute approximately 1% of insect species, but about 50% of all insect biomass. Indeed, in some ecosystems, termites alone can represent 10% of all animal biomass present. Quite astonishing. This one appears to have made an error and has caught a soldier. A tussle ensues, and clearly the termite is putting up a fight. The struggle goes on for some time before the ant manages to untangle itself, and looks a little bit worse for wear. After a while, the ant recovered, and I thought it was going back for the termite, but it just headed off back to the nest. Actually, this seemed to be a feature of the behavior of these ants. They would come out to forage, and even if they weren't successful, they would return to the nest after a few minutes. I must apologize for the frequent loss of focus here. I am trying to follow these fast-moving ants and adjusting the focus manually at the same time, with just a few millimeters of sharp focus available because of the low light. I have only used this macro lens a few times, but I certainly learnt a lot here, and I hope to do better next time. Obviously, I have my lights on for filming, but of course this drama would normally be playing out in the dark. The termites themselves are blind and sense the world with touch and scent. Pheromones play a big part in their lives. And I assume that the ants themselves are mostly using senses of touch, smell, and perhaps hearing to detect the presence of worker termites just under the soil.